Guys, good morning from West Africa, and I hope y'all had a nice night. For those of you who are waking up right now, I'm going to go ahead and talk to you about customizing your workspace in Photoshop. So this is a freshly installed copy of Adobe Photoshop Cs6, and I know a lot of people have done a lot of videos about this, but this is my own take on this because I believe that every artist or every designer has his or her own way of doing things. So I'm going to show you my own way. Take note, I'm working on a Windows laptop, and for those of you who are Mac users or you're new to Photoshop, when I say control, like I give a shortcut like control S, just know it is command S. Okay, and sometimes I may forget to specify the shortcut on the Mac OS, but just understand that that is exactly what I mean. Okay, because we use control on the PC. For our shortcuts on the Mac, you use command. So first of all, when you begin, you have to go to edit, and then preferences, and then general. Now personally, I prefer just using the shortcut control K, okay, which is command K on the Mac. Okay, and this is freshly installed. I don't know, probably copied my settings, but I'm just going to do this. Normally when you come here, this is what it should normally look like. Okay, so you are going to go on your settings, and you're going to choose zoom resizes scroll wheel, zoom resizes windows, zoom with scroll wheel, and zoom click point to center. Okay, these are some of the things that you should consider. And then the next place you have to go is in performance. In performance, you will choose your history states. By default, they're just about 8. Okay, I have to increase mine to 87. Okay, to increase it, you can either use the bar up here by sliding it up and down, or you can type in the numbers, and then there's the catch levels. Okay, which the maximum is at 8. You could reduce it, but I prefer keeping it at the maximum. Then there's a cache style size, okay, which I keep at the maximum as well. Now if you look down here, this is where you decide where the catch files, because as you are working, Adobe saves some files. Okay, and these files normally are deleted every time you exit Adobe Photoshop, and you decide where those files will be kept. Now it is best to choose the hard drive that has a lot of space. Okay, and in my case it's drive C. Most of my other drives are already quite full. Okay, so the next place is to go to your cursors. Generally it looks, I think it looks something like this, but when you come, this is what you have to do. You have to come here and you take precise. Okay, and or you could take full size brush tip shape, and you can take this is going to be highlighted, or you can highlight it yourself. Show crosshair in brush. Trust me, every one of these things are very important. This could be standard as well. Go to precise. All right, now here it's all up to you. For me, I did not change anything. Okay, I did not change anything here. For me, it was okay, but it depends on what you are most comfortable with, the measurement units you are most comfortable with. This was made by Americans, and that's why you see inches. But for the rest of the world who use the metric system, you could decide to change it to centimeters or millimeters. But know that every time before you open up start a new document or a new project in Photoshop, you get to choose all of these again. Okay, so personally I don't really touch any of them. Okay, another place where you would need to go basically is you could hit Shift Control K. Okay, and let's see what that would give us. First of all, there's Alt Shift Control K. Okay, which takes you to the keyboard shortcut menu. Now I cannot stress this. Okay, I cannot stress this enough. Keyboard shortcuts are very, 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 very important, and you should learn how to create your own keyboard shortcuts. Personally, when I install Photoshop, there are certain keyboard shortcuts even that I'll prefer to remove completely. okay, because I could mistakenly click on them, and it really bugs me out. Okay, for example, there's a keyboard shortcut to close a window which comes by default, and it's Control W. I always look for that and go and take it off completely. Okay, if you notice here, it is not highlighted. Normally it should be Control W here. Okay, I don't know why it did not reset everything. It's probably because I had it installed before, and then I uninstalled it and reinstalled it, so it probably just kept all my default shortcuts and everything. Okay, but here close should be Control W, but it's not anymore, and because I removed it. And there are many other keyboard shortcuts which I added, so I would actually recommend that you go through the keyboard shortcuts and learn how to memorize them. But there's no rush. You could go into that as you keep working. Okay, now here is the menus. Okay, here in the menus window, you can actually customize your menus, and I'm going to show you how that is done. If I go to layer, for example, okay, you can see the different functions of layer. Remember, everything which is here in these menus reflect the things which are up here, right here. So I go to the menus, okay, and then I can now come take, let's say, delete layer group. I could click here and choose a color if it is something that I use very much. Okay, let's say yellow. All right, and if I take that, okay, know that you can do this with anything on the list. You can increase that color. If I take that and I take OK, and I come to layer right here, well, it's not going to show until I create a new document probably. Let's see. Yeah, it's not going to show. I can't really see that. Let's choose something else that we can see. We'll go to something like layer style, for example. So we are going to go back by using the shortcut Alt Shift Control K. All right, and we're going to take layer, and where's layer style. Okay, oh, this layer style. It seems layer style is a menu that we cannot actually see per se without opening it into oh, sorry, we are on the shortcuts window. My bad. All right, layer new. Okay, yeah, let's put that in red and take OK. And now if you come to layer, you see new now has a red highlight around it. Okay, so that's how you do that. And the last thing, like if you notice here, there are other places where I had done that also for my workspaces. All right, and the other thing you need to do is come to edit. All right, and take menus. Oh no, we've already done that. All right, so I'm going to hit Control Shift K, just Control Shift K, okay, or Command Shift K, and this is where you choose exactly your the in-depth color setting. Okay, and this is something that is very, very essential for every graphic designer or any user of Photoshop, and I'm going to tell you, I don't know exactly why, but when I was learning Photoshop many years ago, I think I stumbled on the tutorial that said that is exactly what you should use, and I've been using it and it has been functioning. Now sometimes some people may for example, a printing press may give you some instructions on a particular color setting to use. Okay, then you can always come here and change it. Okay, to get to the color setting menu, remember you can come to edit. Okay, I'm going to close this so that let's see how we can get there without using the shortcut. Okay, preferences, yeah, there it is, Shift Control K. All right, edit, shift, edit, you can see there. All right, and generally what I always choose is North America Prepress 2. Okay, and then it gives all of these settings. All right, if it doesn't on your computer, okay, just come down here and choose Adobe RGB 1998. All right, and in fact just follow everything that you see here. Make sure your screen looks exactly like this, and then we're good to go. So I'm going to stop this video right here, and then in the next one we are going to continue